Yeah, welcome back to another installment of the A King Bro channel. Back again with the video with the SmackDown review from January 10th, 2020. We are on the road to the Royal Rumble 2 weeks from Sunday, and tonight was a very eventful night. And was this a good show or not? We'll see. We start things off with Miz TV and his guest. It's his old/new tag team partner, John Morrison, Jomo, the Shaman of Sexy. John Morrison's back, baby. He returned last week in the backstage segment. I didn't really like that, but that's the past now. Basically in this segment, Morrison just talked about how it's been a long time. He wants to be back. He feels like Miz is underappreciated. He's finally back, and he's ready to rock and roll. Kofi Kingston and Big E come out. So we have an impromptu match between the Miz and Kofi. Miz wins with a distraction from Jomo, so it looks like their tandem, they're picking up right where they left off. We already know the history between Jomo and the Miz. The history with the dirt sheet on SmackDown. They were doing their shenanigans on SmackDown back in the day. Let's see where this goes. Eventually, I see them. Obviously they're gonna break up. I really want Jomo to have like a singles run. I think he's awesome as a singles competitor. John Morrison can definitely be. He's definitely a main event talent to me. If I was booking, I'll have him in the main event. Not right off the bat, but slowly but surely he'll be in the main event scene. Yeah. So I can't wait. Next week they announced it's gonna be John Morrison versus Big E. So his first singles match back. That match is gonna be epic. I can't wait for that. Oh man, let's get it. Next we have a Firefly Funhouse. Basically Bray Wyatt, talking about, hyping up the Royal Rumble Universal Championship match between his, The Fiend and Daniel Bryan. Like I said before, this match is going to be epic. 6 years in the making. This match is going to be fire. Probably going to be the best match on the card. No doubt about it. Next, we get a backstage segment with Fire and Desire, which is Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville. Mandy has a match later against Alexa Bliss, but she looks like she has a cake for Otis that she's going to give him. So we're going to see what happens later on in the show. Next, we get an Elias segment. Of course, Elias just hyping up the Rumble, saying he's going to win. He doesn't care, who's in it. He's going to come out on top. We're going to walk with Elias. But the thing here is, I want to see him wrestle. I want to see Elias wrestle. Elias has had great matches over the past couple years. Great matches against Seth Rollins. Great matches against Dean Ambrose, Finn Balor, Roman Reigns. I mean, why can't this guy wrestle? I'm tired. I love the fact that he's a great musician. I love the fact that he can, he can sing or whatnot. But I want to see him wrestle. He's a great wrestler. He's doing the same thing every single week. Ladies and gentlemen, Elias. And then he does his little thing. He plays the guitar, every single week. I love Elias. I want to see him wrestle. Have this man wrestle. You know what I mean? But that was Elias for the night. Next we got so we got Mandy actually gives the cake to Otis. This is I'm sorry cake from last week. Whatever happened last week. This story between Mandy and Otis, I don't really care for. I can see why people like it. I mean, of course, Mandy, Mandy's fire. So, but yeah, we get right to Bliss versus Mandy. Okay, decent match. Bliss has definitely improved, vastly improved, over the years. Bliss has always been known for her mic skills, which is why, you can credit her 5 reigns as women's champion due to her mic skills. Definitely wasn't her wrestling skills, but she's improved immensely recently in her wrestling skills. Yeah, I'm starting to get behind Alexa Bliss. Before I didn't really care for her, but now I'm getting behind her. But the match ends when Mandy picks up the win when Otis comes in. Otis interrupts, and he's just eating the cake Mandy gave him. Bliss is distracted, and Mandy rolls her up. So Mandy gets the W. So Otis, is a big help. Next, we get into highly anticipated Lacey Evans versus Sasha Banks match. Sasha, messing around with Lacey's kid a couple weeks ago. Things got real personal. social media started heating up. This feud, started heating up. And Lacey gets out there. She's waiting. Her blood's pumping, ready to beat Sasha down. Messing with her family, messing with her kid. She's ready to pound Sasha. But Bayley appears on the Titantron. And Bayley's talking how, Sasha isn't here because she's, doing something better. Being in LA, recording her rap album that's soon to drop. She don't got time for Lacey. She ain't worried about Lacey right now. She worried about her rap album. So Lacey's fed up. Lacey's like, you know what? You're here, Bayley. How about you come fight me and fight me for that women's championship? And Bayley, she's like, whoa. I'm not gonna fight you. Saying, you're not worth it. I'm only here because I'm contractually obligated to be here because I'm the champion. I ain't gotta do nothing. So Lacey's fed up. She runs backstage, finds Bayley. Bayley at first, they start brawling. Bayley at first gets the upper hand, but then Lacey comes back and gets the best of Bayley. You have to be separated. So Lacey got the best of Bayley. She won the brawl here. Lacey, let's talk about Lacey Evans for a second. Let's talk about how Lacey Evans as a face is really growing. At first, I wasn't really on the Lacey Evans, face train. But now I'm starting to, the stuff she does on Twitter and social media, I dig it. I dig it. She's turning into a great baby face. Now, me personally, I prefer her as a heel. I feel like she's just a natural born heel. Just her, her mannerisms, the way she talks, the way she carries herself, just like so heelish to me. But face Lacey can work. I just want to see where this goes. Maybe she takes the strap off Bayley soon. That's what it looks like. I'm behind this Lacey face turn. I'm finally on board. I'm on board. So next up, we get a Daniel Bryan interview. He's talking about, the title match with Bray Wyatt / The Fiend at Royal Rumble. He's saying that, Bray can't, the Fiend / Bray can't break him no matter what he does, no matter how many attempts he tries to play mind games. Bryan's going to stay true to himself and continue to fight. He's not going to give in. He's not going to stop. He's not going to quit. He's going to keep charging the mountain. He's not, nothing can bring him down no matter what Bray / The Fiend does. And this is an interview, so there's always a TV behind the interviewer and then the wrestler. So he turns around, Daniel Bryan turns around, he sees one of the characters from the Firefly Funhouse, the Rabbit. And the Rabbit just, he's blabbing about, I know the secret how you can beat the Fiend at the Rumble. So the Rabbit was going to tell Bryan how to beat the Fiend at the Rumble, but Bray stops him. He stops the Rabbit. That's interesting. I'm loving this feud so far. This feud is just like, is awesome to me. I'm captivated. I'm hooked in. Every time Bryan and Bray get into a feud, it's captivating. It's interesting, intriguing. It's the best feud in WWE right now, without question. Without question, it's the best feud going on right now. So next we get into a Braun Strowman and Finn Balor match. No, my bad. Braun Strowman and Shinsuke Nakamura match. Braun Strowman and Shinsuke Nakamura. Two guys who, haven't been used properly for years. This match was okay, is what it was. The ending was Shinsuke. Sammy handed Shinsuke the IC title belt. He was gonna hit Braun, but Braun countered and hit it with a power slam. He got the win over Shinsuke. Just watching this match, it's so disappointing to me. Like, both the guys should be higher on the totem pole than they are right now. Braun, it's like with this win, it's like Braun's definitely in the title picture, for the IC championship. But it's the IC title pick. It's the IC title, the ceiling for Braun Strowman. A guy that size, 385, 6'8". That's his ceiling. The only thing Braun has won in his singles run since breaking from the Wyatt family is two Raw Tag Team Championships and a Greatest Royal Rumble win. That's it. A guy that size, that stature, that's all he's won. And he looks like he's going to win the IC championship, but, I want to see him win the World Championship. I want to see him win the Universal Championship at some point. Why can guys like Balor, why can guys like, Brian, not a knock against those guys, but why can a guy this size, be champion? Why can't why can't he? Is the IC championship really his ceiling? Is that as far as he can go? Is that all he can get? The man is 6'8", 385. That's all he can go is the IC championship? That's it? And the way Shin looks now, you compare it to, NXT. I know I rambled about this last week, but it's just a huge drop off. It's just, it's not special anymore, Both guys, just seeing both guys in the ring, along with Sammy, every time I see those three, it's just like, wow, hey, we had a lot of high hopes for these guys when they came to the main roster. And yeah, they're just, it's being underutilized. It's sad, to be honest. But moving on, Braun picks up the win there. Next, we get Brian goes backstage and he sees a present, just like a box with a bow on it. And he opens it, and it's the rabbit from Brian's Firefly Funhouse. And it looks like a piece of his head is chewed off or something. He looks, something's happened to him. And I guess why he got, a piece of his, body bitten off or taken off was because he was going to snitch to Daniel Bryan how to beat the Fiend at the Rumble. So, snitches get stitches. So that's exactly what happened to the rabbit. It's more mind games from Bray. Loving this feud. So next we get into the main event. And before we get to the main event, the big dog Roman Reigns comes out. Good, decent pop. Way louder than last week. Last week it was just silent, but this week, much more life, much more enthusiasm from the fans. Always good to see Roman Reigns. He comes out, cuts a decent promo. This promo still's gotten way better, way better. He talks about how he's glad his family's back, the Usos are back, even playing field. And no more games. Usos come out. You already know the Usos. They're amazing on the mic. Just talk about family. Talk about if you mess with one of us, you mess with all of us. This I'm always love Reigns and the Usos together. With a feud against the Club, AJ Styles and Gallows. Love that feud. They're back together again. I just love those three together, man. Just do. Match kicks off. Good match, decent match. Revival get involved out of nowhere, and then Roman Reigns comes out. Superman punches one of them, just takes him out, takes out the Revival. Revival got involved in the match. Roman Reigns takes him out, easy, no problem. Towards the end of the match, Roman Reigns out of nowhere spears Baron Corbin. He just tired of his shit, man. Spear was coming to him. He was gonna put Corbin through the announce table. But out of nowhere, Robert Roode returns from his suspension, from his wellness violation suspension. Comes out of nowhere and starts decking Roman. Just starts, pounding on Roman Reigns. And then Corbin, Ziggler, and Roode team up. They Corbin and Roode hold Roman Reigns down on the announce table. And Ziggler jumps up and gives a mean elbow through Reigns to the announce table, and they stand over him to start burying him with the broken announce table. They stand tall. This story is getting interesting. It's definitely getting interesting. In that promo that Reigns cut before the match started, he challenged Baron to a match at the Rumble. So it's going to be Roman Reigns versus Baron Corbin at the Royal Rumble. So basically, we're going to see double duty from these guys. They're going to compete against each other, and then they're going to face off in the Royal Rumble match, 30-man Royal Rumble match. So a little double duty there. This story is definitely, getting hot. It looks like this story between Reigns and Corbin should come to a close at the Rumble. It shouldn't go anywhere past that. To me, it should have ended back at TLC. But you know, WWE wanted to drag this. I guess this is the way to insert the Usos. I see now by the drag, they probably insert the Usos in there. It makes sense for them to get in there. Yeah, but this feud should end at the Rumble. And because after the Rumble, you know, the WrestleMania card should be taking shape. And we don't want to see Corbin and Reigns, you know, still feuding in WrestleMania, deep into WrestleMania season. You know, so after the Rumble, they should both go their separate ways. Reigns should start looking, you know, if he wins the Rumble, start looking, you know, towards the Fiend or maybe Brock, you know. But yeah, this SmackDown was, I say it was decent. It was good. I give it 6.8 to a 7, you know, around that range. Definitely wasn't a bad show. A lot of things happened tonight. Yeah, I enjoyed tonight's show. So that's gonna be it for me. I plan on releasing a video of my top 5 favorite theme songs, WWE theme songs, today within the next few days. So look out for that. It's your boy King. Be confident, stay blessed, and hey, King Bro's out. Yes, sir.